this is taking some more time, and they are giving some more medication, antiviral, HIV viral, and so many medications. They gave some injection in my stomach. I hope I will recover within 4-5 days. They told that they will take a sample on 13th of April. If it's okay and my symptoms improve, they may discharge after the results come, maybe on 15th and 16th. But I hope by next weekend I will go back home. My wife yesterday in the second stage she tested positive, admitted in the hospital, but they are following with the same medication Prince Court Daniel respiratory specialist gave. She is shown quite fast improvement, so they are going to take sample again, and if the sample negative becomes negative, they will discharge her in 1 or 2 days, because she does not have any other symptoms except cough. Today some people from some hospital came in ambulance to my house to take my daughter's sample. They have taken the sample today, and if it's negative, they'll come back again after 1 week to take another sample. So these are the updates at FIS. I really appreciate for overwhelming support from our OE family. Sorry I could not respond to all. Dear all, thank you very much for your prayers and best wishes. Because of God's immense grace and mercy, I am alive today and I am at home after successfully going through this COVID-19 episode. I wanted to share my experiences, as many people also requested what are my symptoms and etc. So just to tell you, my name is Ravikant. I am a principal engineer working in Petronas Operation Excellence Department. On job assignment I went to South Sudan, and from South Sudan I started on 11th March and I came via Dubai. I stayed in Dubai Emirates Lounge for 3 to 4 hours. I took some isolated place and I was staying there, and after that as you all know, from Dubai I came to Kuala Lumpur by business class. It's a cabin, so I thought that okay, I will not get this COVID-19. So I reached Kuala Lumpur on 12th March. My daughter, who is studying in France, she also came back from France on 15th of March. At that time France is affected, then we were taking precautions and we were self-quarantined and we are staying in 3 different rooms. Because my daughter got initially fever after coming from France, so then we were a little bit worried, but the fever within 3 days, 4 days, the fever came down and she became normal. But after around March 23rd onwards, I started developing some fever. Initially the fever was low, so 3 days it went through with a slight fever. I do not have any other symptoms like cough and all. So I took some paracetamol sometimes, but after 3 days my fever got very high. One day it went up to 39.5 degrees centigrade, and I used to shiver a lot. Without aircon I used to shiver, and sometimes I used to feel very hot. Then I thought definitely there is some problem. Then I started losing the appetite also, and after 1 or 2 days then I developed diarrhea. So the diarrhea was serious, so whatever eating it is coming out. Then I thought that definitely there is some problem, and I developed headache also. In the meantime my wife also started having some symptoms, but she has only dry cough. She do not have any other symptoms. So what I wanted to say is, different people have different symptoms, so please do not take it easily. They don't think that all symptoms you will have. For me it's a fever, headache and some body pains, then later diarrhea. My wife is only dry cough. So for me then when I started developing diarrhea, I became a little bit weak. Then I thought better go to the doctor and took appointment for COVID-19 test. So but I went to Twin Tower Medical Center and I told upfront maybe I may be COVID-19 patient suspected. So the doctor saw me and she told that okay, since I came from Sudan and having that chilling effect, shivering effect and all, it can be malaria also, so please go for malaria test as well as dengue test. She referred to Prince Court Hospital. So I went to Prince Court Hospital. So Prince Court Hospital, I thought they do not have COVID-19 facilities, but they said that they have COVID-19 facilities. So luckily the COVID-19 test was also done 1 or 2 days early. that is on 30th March. So the malaria got negative, but dengue they called some weak positive second one. So they say that it's not dengue as well as malaria. So then COVID-19, waiting for the COVID-19 result, and in the meantime I became very weak. One day then I wanted to start my car. I went there and my car battery discharged. So immediately called a car mechanic to come and to start my car. So while I was waiting, my actually car park is 7 floors underground. My car park is at the 2nd floor. Even though they are lower, sometimes the oxygen levels are less. Normally for COVID-19 patients, the oxygen saturation levels are low. So what happened, I was waiting near the car. Since I cannot start the car, I cannot have AC, aircon. So I was just feeling a little bit dizzy. Then I was just leaning onto the car. Then I don't know what happened. After some time, when I was awake, I fell on the ground. Then I woke up and I was sweating all, Then in the meantime, the car battery jumper started and I was sitting inside the car with aircon. So then it's really created me some panic, and my wife also really worried about me. So in the meantime, on 1st April, the result came, and somebody from Ministry of Health and Hospital Care, they called me and they told me you're tested positive. We are sending ambulance in 20 minutes. Then I requested the ambulance to come by 30 minutes, and in the meantime I packed. I went to hospital Kuala Lumpur and admitted on 1st of April. So by the time I was very weak, and after that I told them I'm very weak. Maybe I thought they would give IV fluids, but they waited for 1 or 2 days. They started giving me these dehydration salts and all, but it did not work. And they started medication with the HIV antiviral, hydroxychloroquine and some antibiotics and all. So, but I was still weak. Then they started with IV fluids. They gave IV fluid for 4 continuous days, because I was having severe diarrhea. Whatever I was eating, I was, everything is coming out. And one more thing I wanted to mention, before few days after my high fever, I started losing taste buds. So I was not feeling like anything eating, even drinking water also not at all tasty. I not feel drinking water also. So this is one of the symptoms. So after during the IV fluids, I used to look at the bottle and when it will come down, and I used to feel uncomfortable because of the needles and all. So I did not used to get proper sleep. Then I used to tell the nurse to remove my needles such that I can sleep for some more time. So this was really around 8 to 9 days is really a tough phase. So during the time 4 days, really I forgot about my breathing. So after my fever became normal, diarrhea became normal. So then I started having some breathing difficulties. When I take a deep breath, my lungs used to pain. Then I was a little bit worried also. Then the doctors gave some medication and all, and finally my lungs also became normal. So it took approximately 10 to 14 days. But after actually on April 14th, the doctor told me that we will discharge you. But they told that before that we have to test your blood for other things. So they have tested for my blood for liver function test, and liver enzymes at that time was 200. They told it should be normally it's below 60. It was 200. We cannot discharge you. And they have taken the sample. Next day it's 300, 400, 500. It went up to 500. Then I thought, okay, I used to think that when I'm really eagerly waiting for my discharge, then I decided, okay, I will stay back, whatever it is. Then my daughter came and gave some books and laptop. Then I started working on that. So finally my result started coming down, and they discharged me on 21st April. So my wife was admitted on April 7th. So she was also discharged on the same day. So my wife didn't go through that more difficulties. She was quite well. But really for me it's really a tough journey. During my time I changed the wards 4 or 5 times, and last 1 week I was in the general ward. So where it was really comparatively nice. The hospital staff are so good, and really I want to thank Malaysian government for the good treatment also. So finally I came back. So I'm waiting for my liver function results to come normal. So I went to yesterday for another test, and it's coming normal now. It's 150. So I hope within maybe another 1 week I will become totally normal. So I really appreciate your encouragement and your support during my time. So I wanted to tell about my daughter. Since both mother and father are in hospital, so my daughter really managed well at the house. She was also self-quarantined, and she was somehow managing with online orders and all those things. So I really want to thank God. It is not because of my goodness. I always believe it's because of God's immense grace and mercy and God's will that I am alive today. And thank you very much. Hope to see you all soon. Thank you. God bless you.